Hey everybody, welcome back to Blackacre Ranch. So today it's just me, nobody else with me. The temperature's actually kind of dropped and it's in the 40s right now. It's been a little cold spell, but we actually had some rain on Thursday, and I don't know how much we got. I would imagine maybe close to an inch, but I haven't measured the tank yet to see how much we've got, but should be collecting more water. So this is going to be kind of a day today where we are maybe doing some little odds and ends, but mainly it's just going to be dedicated to mowing. I need to cut down some of this grass and stuff before it gets too long. I'd like to do it before winter really sets in, and I've got to finish pasture 6 and then also the bottom drop-off area. We'll kind of show you some before and afters, but that's mainly what it is. So I'm going to be riding the John Deere a lot, and because there's me, I'm going to try and get some good shots here and there, but I'm not sure how much of that I'm going to be able to do. If I can finish these 2 pastures, I'm going to start just tearing up the rest of the place. So anyway, one of the fun things we've got today is also going to have our hay delivered. So I have 10 bales of hay that you saw that we got previously before. I don't know if that's going to last all winter. I don't know how good my vegetation is, so I'm going to get another 20 bales. So that should be plenty to last us until things start growing again. So I'm just waiting for that shipment to come in. She's going to bring it on the trailer, and hopefully we can get some good shots. I still am not very quick at unloading things. With it being as cold as it is, I'm going to see if she'll drive the tractor again. Yeah, I'm not very fast at driving the tractor and so forth. I'm getting better, but hey, kudos to me. I got the attachment off. So we've got the spear on. I took the bucket off. It wasn't that bad. It was actually worse backing up the mower. So just trying to align everything to get the pin in and then getting it out. There's only so much wiggle room before it binds on itself. But hey, I'm learning. I'm getting it out. Yeah. So anyway, stay tuned. Let's go ahead and get some pics of, I think her name's Eva. Let me check actually. Eva, yep, Eva. So anyway, so let's see if we can get some pics of Eva doing the tractor thing, and we'll go from there. Hey guys, before Eva gets here, I thought I would check out the tank. Now, here's my little finger pointer, right? Here it comes. Looks like the 2 pipes over here came out. I might just need to glue those in. My mom was telling me just glue everything, so I think I'll just start gluing those things. But anyway, I gotta put those back in at some point. Not too bothered with it. They're just laying here on the ground. You can see them. I'm gonna check to see how much water we actually have. Do a guess. Last week we had, I think it was 1,500 gallons by the time we were done, or 1,250. I think it was 1,250. And then we ported some to the other tank. I don't know how much got over there. I'll see if I can check real quick. All right, that whole thing sounds real hollow, so I don't think a lot of water got in over there. So let's just say 250 gallons. That would put it just above the fitting coming out. So I'm going to say we had 1,000 gallons in our tank before the rains came on Thursday, which is a pretty decent storm. So let's now check. Pretty solid. Right here is about where they start getting that sound hollowing coming through. And that's just about 2,000 gallons right here. So it's just about 2,000 gallons, which means we got 1,000 gallons from that rainstorm. Now it's supposed to rain Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. 40% chance or so and so. We may not get a ton of rain at one time, but hopefully over the number of days we'll keep collecting. So the buffalo, I hear, drink about 13 gallons of water a day. That's a full-size buffalo. So if they drink 13 gallons of water a day, and I have 11 buffalo, and they're not all full-size by any means. So let me do the math here. 13 times well, 11. That's about 143 gallons. I'm gonna call it 150. So they drink 150 gallons a day times 7. We're pushing about 1,000 gallons a week. So theoretically, this should hold us about 2 weeks. Now we're gonna have a lot going into the line here. We've got to fill up the trough, which I think is a 300 gallon trough. So that's gonna take down some water level, but I'm hoping over the next couple weeks, and maybe as winter starts rolling in, if we can get some more rain, we can increase the amount of water that we actually have in the tank and be able to have a surplus. So hopefully I don't have to keep moving water over from the lake. But anyway, I digress. Let's get back over to Eva and see when she's gonna roll up. All right guys, she's here. She's moving it for me, so I appreciate that. I told her that I purposely didn't bring my wife today because I didn't want to feel so demoted and diminished as a man in front of her, but she does great with tractors. She's gonna unload it, and then I'm gonna have to move it from there all the way back to this pavilion, and it'll give me some practice. We'll see how I do. Let's just check out a few things for her working. Gosh, the camera's low. All right, so Eva left. She's a hoot, man. I really like that chick. She does a great job. It's Superior hay around Athens, if you're ever wanting to know. But anyway, I've got to now move this hay back to the pavilion. I've already moved the first bale just because I wanted to make sure I didn't kill myself before I started filming it. We'll see how this goes. She flipped one on end right here. She was saying that you can stack them either round like this or round like this. So she flipped one to show me. It doesn't really matter. I'm covering it no matter what anyway. So it probably really doesn't matter. The other thing that she did tell me, when you're storing hay outside, you can stack them end to end like this. And that's good because then when they're butted up against each other, the rain doesn't so much fall between. But you leave a gap here. Don't put side to side. That's when you start rotting and you have water trenching and stuff like that, and it rots your hay. So outside, leave a horizontal gap, and don't ever stack one on top of the other. However, I'm storing mine inside, so I can. I'm gonna continue just doing end to end with a round like this. Just simplicity. It's already stacked like that, and it saves one extra step of having to, when you grab them, you got to flip it and drop it, then you got to come back in and get it and then stack. They stay rounder when you keep them on a tube on end, but I don't really care right now. I think in the future it might stack better, and I think I might like that more, but I'm not worried about it. I'm gonna get these things moved. Eva did all this in probably 3 minutes, I swear. It'll probably take me 10, I'm guessing. So I've also got to drive a lot longer. Okay, I've got the first row done, the first 6. Now we've got this one over here that was upside down or flipped. I'm gonna try and do that. Now, no guarantees on how well it's gonna go. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave them on the sides like they are, and maybe next year after 100 bales, maybe I'll be more experienced, but it's hard to puncture. There's a wrapping, a web wrapping that goes around the bales to help keep them tight and to keep their shape. The punctures on the spear have like a little bubbled knob on the end, so it's not so pointed. So it's harder to go through the bale of hay from the side, and so that's why it's bogging down and won't push in it, and that's probably why I saw it collapse some. So it's much easier to go in through the end like I have been. We got all the hay undone. I kind of pyramided it out to the far side is longer. It's because I've got to still kind of come through this little area, cut through. I got a plane. Those fans drop down below the roof and I can't pull a tractor through there. I could squeeze it on the sides, but that's just not as safe. I don't like that. So I have to keep coming through this entrance where there is no fan up top up here. So I left it kind of diagonal and then hooking up that PTO shaft, man, that sucker's heavy and you just gotta get the right angle. I don't know why it changes over time, but it does. Anyway, I'm gonna take a little bit of break, but next we're gonna get down to this mowing thing. And I'm gonna finish pasture 6. I'll show you some before picture right here. As you can see, I have over here by that light pole and the posts. And then I'm gonna finish up around it, kind of just get it shortened down to about 6 to 8 inches is all I'm really gonna do. And then we're gonna start working the other parts, the lower parts of the pasture. she be? Got her all done. Only took a couple hours. I would film this a little bit more and a little better, but you just can't do that and be on a tractor and try and get shots without having your battery die on you. So anyway, I'm going to take you down to the next spot I'm going to try. I wanted to show some after shots a little bit up close. This is in pasture 6, right where all these poles are, and you can see that this was actually sand pits or sand volleyball courts. I believe that had a light. Yep. And it is really sandy. Not a lot grows in there very well, but it is what it is. So hopefully in time it kind of whittles out, but it matches really what the rest of the property is. I'm going to try and get this. It's not probably the best view in the world, but this down lower section of each pasture needs to be done. I'm going to see how I get down there. I don't know. So this is off the hill. This is an after shot down the bottom of pasture 7 now. You'll notice I don't have a lot of it done. I came up for gas and realized we don't have the gas key to unlock the gas. Second part of this is, I don't know if you can tell just how steep this terrain is. This actually kind of freaks me out a little bit. You start leaning, there's little potholes here and there that throw your tractor side to side. I could probably get most of this, maybe, but it really nerves me. And this side isn't much different. It's going to be a little bit over here is a big hill, kind of as it slopes down. This will slope down, this slopes down. For the sake of just safety, I might just pay somebody to do this. I'm going to look up to see how much they charge per acre or something, but I don't know. I'll handle the stuff on top, but this part really kind of bothers me. I backed all the way up as far as I could, just to right up in here. But you just can't turn, so it's a lot of forward, backwards all over the place. So, not bad otherwise. Okay guys, this is a wrap today. I know that there probably wasn't a lot to show you. Mowing is mowing, and when you don't have somebody else with you, it gets real difficult to actually like film yourself. I know people have cameras that attach to their ROPS on the tractor, the rollover protection system, the big bar. I just don't have one of those. As I mentioned before, I was running out of gas, didn't have extra gas, so what I just did was I just outlined different areas, tried to trim up the roads just a little bit while I had a little bit of left over gas, and yeah, calling it good. So pasture 6 top half, about 9 acres of it is all done. The bottom 5 isn't. And then of course we still got pasture 7, the lower portion, but I'm not too worried because the buffalo can't get in there yet. So hey, remember, 2,000 gallons of water. We're gonna finish up the little pipes hopefully next week. Stay tuned, keep following along with us, and we're getting really, really close. Anyway, I'm gonna talk to you guys later. I'm gonna eat. Haven't done so in a while, and see you next week on Blackacre Ranch.